Now in the mixer, go up and down again. Don't use the wheel. Okay, the mic's working in there.
Yep.
They can hear you now.
We can hear you. You guys can hear us right now, but let's see.
Alright, go back to full screen.
It was still on.
Yes, that's
exactly what it was. Alright, we fixed it. Hey, Bad Fish! We fixed it! We fixed the sound! Hi, Wise Owl! How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Excuse me. Ah! How you guys doing, everybody? Welcome to Annie Dies a Lot. And yes, I have a special guest. It's my little sister.
Hi.
It's my little sister. This is Melissa.
Hi, everybody.
This is Melissa. And she's joining me today. As you guys know, we've been trying to do more interviews. We're getting into more interviews. Also, thank you, really quick, to Mash Stars for trying so hard to come by on Monday. We had some problems. If you guys were here for it, OBS would not work for me. It wouldn't work, but it's working right now. It's working right now. And yeah, what's up, Kronos? How you doing tonight? This is my sister Melissa.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, she's a college student. Aw, so fun. College was so much fun.
It's pretty great. I really like it.
Yeah, I miss it.
The learning.
The learning. The edumacation.
Basically.
Edumacation is fun. And she got assigned a project, right? Like, is it final time?
Yeah, it's our finals. I'm taking a class called Native American Literature, and in the class, one of the things that we've been doing is exploring new ways of learning. So it's not just like read a book, take a quiz type thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so our teacher, or our professor, wanted us to do something that was different than like the mainstream way of learning to show what we've learned in the class. So I thought it'd be a cool idea to do a live stream and have like a discussion going on or whatever.
Yeah, dude.
Just talking about stuff that I learned about.
Also, you don't have to write an essay.
It's
You're like, hey, instead of writing, let's just talk about it.
yeah, I think it's great.
So tonight, I was like, all right, she told me this. I was like, well, I need to practice my interviewing skills. And you got to do something that involves not writing.
So hey.
Why don't you come play Lego with me? And before we do that, why don't you tell me about it?
Yeah.
I think that works. You guys think that works? Let's learn. Let's learn some stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's freaking do this.
Cool.
We got Badfish in here, Melissa. Badfish, you're a teacher, right? I think that's you. Yeah.
What's up, Badfish?
That's right.
Cool music. Digging it.
We like the teachers a lot. We're a studious bunch,
We are.
my sister
We are
and
indeed.
I. But so tell me a bit.
Well, I'm going to be talking about intersectionality and basically what that is and how it deals specifically.
Yeah, please tell me. I do not know this word, y'all. We might be sisters, but we are far apart in age. She's in her early 20s. I'm in my very late 30s.
a little bit far apart.
There's a lot. So I don't know that word.
Okay, well.
Teach me.
Yeah, so intersectionality, basically it's a term that was coined by a woman named Kimberly Crenshaw, and it was coined back in the 1980s.
I was born then.
Good era. I like it a lot. And basically just the official, definition is social identities that are related to systems of oppression or discrimination and how each identity makes a difference depending on how it's mixed together. So, for example, I identify as like a white female early 20s college age student and millennial. Yes.
She's
and
a millennial.
it happens. I can't control it.
X.
That sibling rivalry though. Millennial versus X. But yeah, so just basically how each of those identities affect your life, depending on what they are. And so for this thing that I'm going to be talking about for my my project, I'm going to be talking about intersectionality and how it specifically affects Native American women.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, Wiesel wants to know, are you doing gender studies or what you studying there, Melissa?
The study specifically is the class that I'm doing is Native American literature. So it's not, when I say literature, it doesn't mean just books. Our teacher is very progressive, I think, in the way that he teaches. It's not just about reading.
Wait. Literature is more than books?
Crazy, isn't it?
Whoa!
But yeah, that's one of the things he's talking about is that you can learn things from like poems, from movies, from video games. So we actually played a video game. Yeah, we played a video game in one of our last classes.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's called Never Alone. I don't know if anyone's heard of that. But it was made by Native American people, and they created it, and it's all about like their stories and their history, and you gotta like play through this level of like, and it's just really cool. It's really cool.
It's
and
a fun game.
One of my
turn up her mic a little. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Hey, Jay. Are you on? You are on. You are on. Let's see here. How do I turn up the individual mics? Is Jay even out there? No, he's back out there. We'll figure this out.
One job.
Well, I have things to learn. I'm not the best at all this. So, Jay, how do we turn up Melissa's mic? Or do we just switch mics? And I'll yell! I'll yell! I'll yell every question!
Okay, say something, Melissa.
Hi,
Say
I'm Melissa.
There we go.
Talk again.
Yes. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
You've got to talk louder.
That's right, Melissa.
Okay. How's this?
Project your voice, Melissa.
How's this? Is that good?
Project.
Is that a better level?
Project.
I'm
What's
here.
up, Dukester?
I like that
Welcome,
little emoji.
welcome.
It's fun.
This is my sister, Melissa.
Hey.
She's my baby Swister. And she's teaching us about what she's learned in school, because, you know, she's got finals to do. And
You should be louder now.
are you
Okay.
louder now? Thanks, Jay. Thank
I'll
you
make
so
sure
much.
to talk louder. Sorry about that.
But yeah, she's got a final project right now. She's got to, you know, figure out how to tell me what she's learned without writing it down, or without me reading it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So
Expressing what I've learned.
We're just doing a
without-
little interview. She's telling me. So yeah, let's get back to that,
All right.
Melissa. Let's just
So-
launch right back into it.
So yeah, I was basically talking about my main topic is intersectionality, which is just how whatever you identify as, how those things intersect, and how specifically it affects Native American women.
Okay.
So yeah, so the first thing that that I thought would be, you know, talking about the first identity is Native American, and basically what the two identities are going to do is just how they work out in our modern day society. So what are things that Native American women are facing and stuff, like issues that they're facing. But yeah, so I want to talk about a little bit of history with Native Americans specifically. So
yeah,
for that,
teach me.
yeah, so that
Teach me.
that one identity of being Native American. Some of the issues that they face today are stereotypes, which is, you know, everyone's got a stereotype, but
Everybody's got one.
everybody.
Whether you like it or not, everybody got
It
one.
happens. Yeah, it kind of sucks. But for this one, stereotypes of Native Americans that we were talking about in class are different things like their outfits that they wear. There's usually overly like dramatic, or in cartoons they're made to be like, kind of cartoonish.
yeah.
Yeah. There's also like kind of a stereotype in mainstream society for like things like that. They were like savages or like things like that. You know, like Lone Ranger used to be a thing. It was like Lone Ranger and Tonto is like this guide that like helps.
He was this magical Indian guy
Yes,
that was
and
like,
he knew.
I have all the stereotypes. It was no.
Basically, yeah.
There are lots of Native American reservations in Montana. There are. You grew up
Oh,
around
cool.
there? That's cool. That's cool.
That's super dope. Which
See?
ones were they? You should list
Yeah.
them out.
Didn't you? You went to a few Indian reservations.
I
You've
did.
been-
I will be getting
You've
to
smashed
that in
about
a little
that.
bit. But yeah, no, I got, when I was a senior in high school, I went on this like missions project, and I got to help build a school in this kind of, this area that was, you know, not doing so well like economically, and so we went and built a school in New Mexico at the Navajo reservation. It was really dope, which I will be talking about a little bit later. But yeah, no, it was super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
That sounds cool.
But yeah, so some of the things that Native Americans face are stereotypes, racism, which is, you know, that's a really big deal. But just through history, a lot of like subjugation and being looked down on. Other things that they face are cultural assimilation. I thought that was a big thing to talk about in our history. The U.S. has done a lot of crappy things, you know, to
You know, it's very
Native
true.
Americans. It's
You
not.
know, we've got a beautiful. I think we have a beautiful country, but that you cannot have beauty without a lot of tragedy.
Yeah.
Or else you won't see the beauty. And unfortunately, there's uncomfortable stuff to talk about.
There.
You guys, it's so uncomfortable.
It really
But
is.
because of that, when the beautiful things happen, it's pretty spectacular.
Very,
you know.
very
And
true.
this is one of those We're gonna get into some tragedy. Y'all.
We are a little bit, a lot of it.
She is cute. But we're talking about Native American studies.
Right.
Thank you, though. Thank you.
But yeah, so in history, there's been a lot of cultural assimilation. So basically, you know, the dominant culture kind of forced Native Americans to assimilate. And one of the biggest things, other than like main things that we've heard about, like, you know, like Trail of Tears and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
One of the biggest things the U.S. did was they formed these things called American Indian boarding schools. And basically
Tell me about those. I don't know anything about that.
Well, they're basically these schools that started out kind of as a educational and religious movement. They were most
Okay.
of them were like Christian schools.
Kind of like missions, like the old school missions?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
And basically the government funded these, and they were to educate and assimilate Native American children into white European society. They started in the late 1800s, and that they actually didn't close. Like, I think the last ones started closing in the 1970s. So they lasted a very long time.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
The 1970s. That was. I mean, I was born in 1980.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that these existed?
Yeah, they
like,
were
right before I was. It's so weird. I feel like I was brought up in such a modern day, and yet I find out that I feel like I constantly learn that it wasn't always so modern.
Well, I mean, there's other things that are going to come up that are even more like, even after I was born, things were still.
Oh yeah, I know.
On.
There's things that
things everywhere.
Still, it's just it always feels like
this,
what
yeah.
little punch in the gut there.
Sometimes it's like things that are like, we know that there's like underlying tones of racism everywhere, but the very overt things that you're like, how is that legal?
How did that happen?
Still going on.
Oh
yeah. So basically, these boarding schools, what they would do is they would go to these reservations, which are areas, you know, that the U.S. kind of was like, here, you can have this piece.
We're
of
gonna
land,
take all your land,
everything else, and you can have
there you go.
that little bit. But yeah, so they went to these reservations, and I think a very few percentage of the parents just let their kids go to these, but a lot of children were taken. Yeah, were taken by force to these schools, and they were.
Didn't have a Liam Neeson.
They didn't. It was very. Liam Neeson wasn't there. It was very sad. So basically, yeah, they were taken. They were forced to cut their hair, like a lot of boys and girls cut their hair short in like a European style, which was a very big deal.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. They lost their Samson.
They basically, yeah. Their hair is a very big deal in many Native American cultures, and they were forced to cut it off. A lot of times they were beaten if they spoke in their native language. They were forced to speak English. They were forced to take a different name. A lot of Native American names are based off of nature, based off of just different parts of their belief systems, and they were forced to take you know, European names to
You
fit
are
in.
now Henry.
Yes, yeah.
You are now Rebecca.
But yeah, so they'd change their names, change their language, change their hair. They had to dress a different way, and basically learn everything new. Even their belief system. As I said, they were now
that's a tough one.
A new religion.
How do you go up to someone and be like, everything you believe is wrong,
and here's what you're gonna do? And if they didn't do it, they would be severely punished. There were lots of cases of very bad things happening to these kids, and it's really sad. We watched a documentary in my class about Native Americans today, and there was this one man who was like, he started crying, and I almost started crying. It was so sad. He's kind of elderly, and when he was a kid, he was in one of these boarding schools, and basically he talked about everything that they had done to him, all the things that, you know, he was forced to change. And when he went back to his mom, he could never have a relationship with her again because he couldn't speak the language anymore. It had been literally beaten out of him. It was very sad. He looked completely different. The way he acted, just like general body language, just everything that he did was no longer from like the ways of his tribe. And when he went back, he said his mom, like it was like she didn't know him because of how different they were and how severely like their cultures were just ripped apart. So that was one of the, it was a very bad time.
I'm gonna just do this. Move your mic to the other side.
Okay.
Because that way when you face me, your voice won't go away. The before and after pictures of some of them are freaking heartbreaking, Badfish says. Oh, I haven't even seen the pictures. Ooh, that's gonna be something that I Google after this. Wow. Wow, man. That's intense.
Yeah, they're pretty awful. But yeah, so that was one of the things that they're facing.
I didn't know that these existed. I had no idea.
A lot of the things that like of Native American history aren't usually taught in mainstream history courses, like in high school and things like that. Just because I mean, there's different opinions for why they're not taught.
It's kind of weird though. I often think I had kind of a lot of history growing up. I grew up in the California area. We got a lot of different
tribes.
different, well, not tribes, but like we have a lot of Black history. We learned a lot
just like
about
everybody.
We learned about a lot about Mexico's history. We learned about a lot of the histories that pertain to the people that live in our state, that populate our state. So I've learned a lot about other cultures. I've learned about Chinese Americans. I've learned a lot, but I've never heard about this before.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm surprised. I'm like, man, I feel like I know so much, and yet right now you're telling me I know nothing.
Oh.
I know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah.
I did not know about this, so I'm a little bit like, what now?
Yeah, it's crazy how like a whole group of people can go through this, and it's not talked
And it
about.
was so recent.
Yeah, I mean, I think the most I learned in high school was just about like the Trail of Tears. We covered that, but even that was a very kind of
glossed over.
Yeah, and kind of like sugar coated a little bit. They're like, oh yeah, we kind of did that, and life goes on, and it was just yeah. But yeah, no, this course really went into a lot of detail about things that happened. So I really appreciated this course.
Badfish would like to know if you have read Fool's Crow. It's a good book that touches on a lot of what you're talking about.
I have not, but no, I'd totally look into it.
Yeah, I think she's going to go into some of the books that she has read recently.
A couple of them.
We'll share book stories.
Yes, it's like a little book club.
Oh, yeah.
Native American Literature Book Club.
That's right.
But yeah, so that was one of the things that create a modern society of issues that Native Americans are facing. And the last thing I wanted to touch on specifically with the identity of Native American is the issue of cultural appropriation. That really...
Appropriation is a fun word.
Yes. Basically, a cultural appropriation, what it means is... The very basic definition is that one culture takes or uses something from another culture, which that in and of itself isn't bad, but the negative form of cultural appropriation is when the dominant culture takes something from a lesser culture as a form of a toy or fashion or for entertainment.
Okay.
So when it comes to Native Americans, there's a lot of forms of cultural appropriation that the dominant culture does, but with costumes, with
there's a lot of
using different things,
sexy
Indian or something like that, like the ridiculous costumes that people make.
They're like, what? Your feathers are so large.
Yes, stuff like that. All forms of cultural appropriation. And I think one of the reasons why it's so messed up is that some of the costumes that people make are based off of actual traditional, Native American attire. But the thing is the outfits that they wore were very sacred, and they were for specific purposes. And in these types of what I was talking about with those boarding schools, they were told you can't do that. You can't. You can't wear those clothes.
And now we parade around it like
in it, like, oh, we beat you out of your culture. We took all that away for you, but we can wear it as a costume. It's one of the big issues that Native Americans are dealing with right now. It's very insulting to have a history of those boarding schools, and the history that a lot of people don't know about. Like you said, they don't even know that.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and I think a lot of society doesn't know that. So many people don't know what they've gone through, and then they are wearing costumes that have so much negativity attached to.
I never thought about it since I didn't know about that. I hadn't ever thought about it in that manner. I don't think anyone's explained it to me like that. Like, I've always been like, I don't know how I feel about that, but it's just a costume. But now that I didn't know that they'd been forced to not wear. Yeah. So that is kind of messed up. You can't do it, but we can.
Yeah, definitely.
Ouch,
I think it's
ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yeah, and I think that applies to a whole bunch of other ethnic groups, not just like Native Americans, but for anything else that's like, oh, that's cultural appropriating. And when someone says, well, shouldn't you share your cultures? I think it's great to share cultures, but if you're part of a society who has told others you can't do that in your culture and then try to wear it as like a fashion statement or as a joke, I think it's...
Yeah. I also think too often no one takes the time to explain why they find it offensive.
Very true.
Like, I had no idea. I just kind of shrugged my shoulders and been like, whatever goes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that backstory. That changes my perspective a little.
Yeah. History is very important. Backgrounds are very important.
Backgrounds matter,
Explains
y'all.
a lot.
I won't lie. Looking up, researching is boring. But the lessons you get from it can change your life. Learning is awesome. I'm learning right now.
Yay, I'm glad.
Yeah. So, but we've been talking about Native American culture, but you used this word earlier, intersectionality.
Yes.
You mentioned that it has to do with, identifying how you identify and the crosses that come with it.
Yes.
So we've got the Native American side. What is
That
what is the intersectionality here? What is
well?
What's this part about women? You wanted to bring some women into it.
Yes. So the other, identifying identity is women, and so I think women face a lot in their lives. I think there's a lot in the news right now going on about just like assault and things that have happened.
Yeah, it's hard to turn on the news right now.
Very hard. But yeah, no, some of the major things that women face in our society today is assault, harassment, being looked down upon in similar ways of just in major ways and in basic ways of just different things, like if we're looked on as if we're uneducated or as if we're not as smart as males, things like that. There's different job opportunities, and there's unyielding gender roles of just, I think internally people kind of have like this idea, or they've been taught to have this idea of what women and men can and should do.
Okay.
And so it's sometimes hard to break out of those gender roles.
I understand that. I understand that completely.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty forward-thinking individual. There's certain roles I don't believe I should have to settle into, and yet I've naturally kind of done it because it's what I grew up with. It's really easy to just fall back on what you grew up with.
Yeah.
What I grew up with was listen to the man. So I tend to hold back in certain situations.
Yeah, you must feel
And
like
the last few months, I'm like, wait, what can I say?
Yeah, really though. Really though.
Wait, hang on, what? I mean, like, I know there's no law that says I can't talk, but then at the same time, it feels like I shouldn't. I don't know. It's complicated times.
It is. But it's nice being in an era where like so many women are coming out, talking up, speaking up.
Oh
There's
yeah,
so
I'm
many,
like so happy for you and all you young girls. But no lies, there's a twist in my gut every single time I see something trending on Twitter or in the news or anything that correlates to the hashtag Me Too. I'm like, oh, we all have our stories.
We really do.
But people my age just don't know really how to talk about it too well. We're trying. We're
Melissa. Doing it right now.
But it feels funny.
Funny.
I don't have a better word for it. It's not a good feeling. It's not a bad feeling. It's just I'm still processing it, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a lot of processing to do right now. Everybody. But yeah. Annie listens to Jay. Some days I do, Wise Owl. Some days I just clap back.
Annie listens to Jay.
Soap carving is cool. I did that when I was a kid. Dukester, I did that when I was a kid.
Soap carving? Yeah.
I used to soap carve. Little
I didn't know
bars
about
of
that.
ivory soap.
I'm learning too. I had no idea you carved soap.
Yeah, it was a really stupid thing I did when I was a kid. I went to some convention and there was like this dude that had these soap carving kits, and I was fascinated. It was a thing. And like
There's
he
enough
handed
of
me
a
a bar,
demand to
and I
make
just
a
started
kit
doing
for
stuff,
it.
and he was like, "You're really good. Just have one." And I was like, "I can have it." Okay.
What's up, fam? Giving
And
up
then
those
I
free
just-
soap
And
kits?
so for a few years, I'm like, I'm carve some soap. That's what I did.
You could like put that on a resume and be like, my interesting skills, let me whip out this soap bow.
I can sew. I can play the recorder. And I can carve up some soap.
Carve up some soap, bruh.
I can carve up some soap. You got frustrated, dude. It's because it's frustrating, Dukester. You just gotta. Sometimes when you get too frustrated, put everything down. Put
down
it down.
your soap kit.
Go
Take
do
a
something that calms you, or at least puts you into a chill zone. Be it a video game, watching your favorite show, something, or even put on your favorite show in the background.
Good
Give
advice.
yourself a few minutes, come back, and it's going to take a long time. You don't get good overnight. That doesn't happen.
Advice from the master soap carver.
I'm not a
over
master soap carver. I suck. I'm not terrible. I can do a decent bear.
here. Dope.
He was carving
Dope.
a deer because of a school project.
Hey, school projects.
We're doing a school
Twinning
project
over
right
here.
now. And he's learning so much. I'm a total bam from the recorder. Yaw! Bad fish. You would need bad fish.
Dope.
So let's get back.
Okay.
We had, sometimes when topics get too rough, I tend to break away a little bit.
It's all
This is
good.
uncomfortable.
It's all
Lady
good.
talks. Let's continue on learning about the intersectionality of
Yes.
first Native American plight, and now we're on to
Women.
women's struggle.
Women's struggles.
Struggles
Yes.
real.
So, for all the things that I listed about like assault, harassment, being looked down as like kind of like the lower,
Yeah.
subordinate gender,
me.
job opportunities, and unyielding gender roles. In Native American society, most of these, not all of them, but most of these aren't on the same level as in our society. In most Native American groups, it's more of a matriarchal society versus patriarchal. So the
that's
woman is
interesting.
the head
They're all like
of the family.
Amazon, like the women from Themyscira, Wonder Woman.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
As
Women
matriarchal.
power, it's happening.
And that's like, that's awesome.
no, it's pretty dope.
That's
it's not
an
even
awesome society.
No, it really is. I was doing some research about them and things, and like women through their history, it's like they have been respected because they're the bringers of life. You know, they when
Yeah.
they're like bearing children and stuff. I feel like in our society, it's kind of like, oh, like women, you go and have kids and keep up the household. But in this one, it's like, you have kids? Like, what?
What kind of magical creature are you?
Really, they have this whole level of respect for having children, but not even just.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and they kind of do
Maybe if-
everything. Like
Dude.
they're not only just like they're not only making babies and stuff, but in like a very respected way. They're also they do take care of their households. They're the leader of the households. They would also go and with the men for like hunting, for gathering in like back in their
really?
traditional times. Yeah, they did everything that men
Hold my
did.
spear. I'm gonna have a baby.
No, really.
All right, it's done. Give me that
it's,
spear
it's
back.
pretty dope if you go and read about like everything that Native American women do. They do not only what like our society says like your gender role is. They did everything. They're just freaking amazing. It's basically
Wow. So
basically
was
it.
it like a? I'm trying to figure out even how. Was it a society where people worked really well together, like family wise? Were there a lot of people to take care of young, so women could
Oh no,
go
totally.
back out?
It's
Because I can't
very-
imagine having a baby and not having anyone else to watch it while I go out and hunt some deer.
No, it's very family based and community based. Not even just your family, but the entire community helps everybody. One of the books we were
It takes
reading.
a village.
It takes a.
Oh.
I see what you did there. That was good.
Well, I
Good.
mean, I didn't exactly. It just clicked, is all.
Yeah, yeah. But no, one of the books we were reading about discusses like our basic things in our society, about how ours is very much consumer and it's about me and things that I can do. And in their society, it's more of your community is your family. You share things. It's not about take. It's about take what you need and then give back, and always do it in a respectful manner. So, in if we're doing things like working with factories or like creating things, we're usually taking a lot of resources and just to make stuff, and it's all about buying and selling. And in theirs, doing things like when they would hunt, or when they would like use all of the animal, and they would always respect it. There was a lot of like rituals and ceremonies that they did, that they were always thankful for everything that they had, and like just the whole society was just completely different.
Isn't it different though when you take a moment just to silent thanks?
Yeah.
It's so weird. I'm not suggesting you go pray over everything. I'm just a second of thanks
Appreciation.
before you put food in your mouth. You're like, hey, a lot went into this.
Yeah, and
That's pretty cool. Melissa, yes, Melissa is her name. Freaking amazing. Oh, I think she is. I think she's very amazing.
Thank you.
I love
you.
you.
You're amazing too.
Shucks.
Oh shucks. But yeah, so specifically with dealing with women in their society, there's kind of not a double standard, but it's their men in their society treat their women very well, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's like a universal thing.
Yeah.
In one of the texts we were reading about, there was this guy, and the way he refers to white women is very objectifying, but in their own community, it's totally different. They don't talk about women like that. So that was just one example. I don't think that's like a universal
It's
thing.
not everybody. It's just
that was just that one example. So
there's always somebody.
There's always
somebody.
that guy actually really sucks in the book. He's like the antagonist, the bad guy of the story, the anti-hero. For anyone who doesn't know the term antagonist.
Melissa, all trying to use her big words on me.
I'm so sorry. I'm an English major, and so I feel like
I knows words,
or I feel pressure
I'm
to
like,
prove
I
I can say
cheeseburger. And if you are too young to not get that, or too old, that was a very specific point in time. I can has cheeseburger. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, but it sounded funny.
I was so old young.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, so for dealing with women,
Wiseout was an English major too.
Yes. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. What did you do after like college? Just
except you did more British lit.
British lit.
Ooh, so you can read in British.
No,
in British English is, when you get down to the nuts and bolts, quite a bit different from American English. The way we talk, the way words that we use, like there's a lot that can be lost in translation, which I find very surprising.
Her roommate was an English major.
Oh,
Bad fish.
Cool.
Talking and getting drunk. That's the life, though.
That's college life. That's how you do college. You went into business. I hope it helps you. I mean, knowing how to communicate properly will help anyone in life. So
for that, who said they were a British major? I don't remember.
No,
English
British
major.
Lit.
British lit. Yeah.
That was Wiseout. That
major.
was he did more British lit in college.
I'm taking a phonetics class, which is just where we learn like the basics of language for like how sounds work.
I love that. I love phonetics.
There's a phonetic symbol. It looks like an N, but like a long thing after the N.
Yeah.
And you pronounce like that, and
it's
a glottal. A glottal, and it's different in the international phonetic language for British people. They have like a ugh.
Oh, I know.
So they go bottle instead of like bottle.
Right. Oh, like.
But we don't have that.
We don't have
in
that.
American English.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
And a lot of Americans have a hard R.
Yeah. And like
I think a lot of people, like Jay, for instance, the way he talks, the way we write phonetically is so different. Like, I was taught growing up, I was taught spell the way it sounds, sound it out. And Jay and I can be writing, and I'm just like, dude, sound it out. And he's like, wrestle. And I'm like, you're not gonna get it right, boy. You just sucked on your tongue trying to make that sound. Yes, it is a northern accent in England. Yeah, well, since this is not just like a North American stream, I don't think that's a thing. This is all over the place, so
cool.
We might. I think everyone in here right now is American. American, most of us, but we've got a few people
Even
from all over the world.
Yeah, because even in America, no one pronounces everything the same, too.
No, Jay and I do not pronounce a lot of things the same. I grew up here in California, and Jay grew up in Arkansas.
He's Arkansanian.
He's Arkansanian.
Arkansas.
So we say he's got a lot of Arkansas.
Arkansas.
That's right, American.
America.
So, all right. back to business.
Oh,
Let's
so
get
yeah.
back to business. Let's do it.
But yeah, so gender roles for Native American women in their society. A book that we were reading, I don't know if anyone's heard of it, it's called Ceremony by Leslie Marmon Silko, and it's basically talking about this character. It's all good. That whole book deals a lot with intersectionality. If you want to read about like how it affects, it's not with women, but it does. The main character is a male, and his name is Teo, and he's Laguna Indian. He's half Laguna Indian from his mom, and his dad was half Mexican, half white. And basically, his life is he doesn't know how to do certain things because of his different heritage. All of the differences.
He's got a whole lot
heritage.
going into. That's his intersectionality. Got you. He's multiple cultures are in his background, and how do you adapt?
Yeah, but his thing is, he went to the Vietnam War and he fought in there. And when he comes back, he has severe PTSD, and the white doctors that he goes to see are telling him, "Oh, you have to do this, this, and this." But his Laguna, the medicine man in his tribe, is telling you have to do this, and it's completely different. And it's because he's white and Laguna. What is he gonna do? And just things like that. But in the book, his aunt is the one that brings him up because his mom leaves him. Is really sad. But his aunt she does everything in this story. Like, her husband is never brought up. It's never said that like does any sort of. He's just not talked about very much. And she kind of does everything in the book. She brings up the kids. She's a hardworking mom. She's the provider. She's just everything in this.
She does everything.
Everything. And I think every female character just about in the book is very like powerful, independent, and they do everything. And I think it's really cool in their culture that they do all that.
Independent women.
Yeah, it's nice. It's refreshing. It's very nice. But no, and earlier we had talked about, you had asked me if I'd been to a reservation before, and I had said I went to the Navajo reservation in New Mexico.
Yeah.
And when we were there, the community we were working with, there was this woman who had invited us, like me and the team that I was on, to go and make fry bread, which is this type of bread that they make. And going there, like, I don't know how to describe it, but you knew that she was the head honcho. Like, it was so, just how she like held herself, but she wasn't like arrogant. She was very welcoming. Like, it was weird, like the stereotype of women being nurturing and men being like powerful. She was like both. She was just everything.
She was like, I will love you and I will tell you what to do.
Yes. No, she was awesome. And she let us make fry bread, which if you want to do a little bit more history, it was crazy thinking about it, but like their history of the Navajo tribe was very similar to the Trail of Tears.
Okay.
With I believe this is the Sioux Indians, I think, was the Trail of Tears, but they were forced to be removed, to where they are now, and just their whole journey of going there was filled with abuse.
Gotcha.
With just about everything you could imagine. And one of the things they made as they were being forced to migrate, was fry bread. It's a very not basic thing to make, but like the ingredients are easily, attainable. And they would make this, and so the history behind making fry bread and their specific tribe is like not very good looking on with our society, but
Gotcha.
This woman opened up her home to us, and it was just very like, I don't know, it was a cool experience. And she was just such a lovely lady, and being able to see like her position in her community is just awe-inspiring. I'm like, I want to be her when I grow up.
You.
She's awesome.
Tell me, how do I be you?
Really?
Please.
But
she
yeah,
sounds like a
cool.
boss, man.
And I think she was the boss.
I want to be a boss.
Yeah, feeling it. But yeah, so how these identities intersect. So, and so I talked about like a lot of the stuff that Native Americans face with racism, with assimilation and things in that background, and then what women are facing.
Yeah.
And so what I wanted to bring this main thing to is actually some of the research that I was doing for something else in our class, and about things that specifically Native American women are facing, the issues that they're facing today. So there was an article that I had read about while I was researching, and they did a survey on 2,000 Native American women, and the statistics that came out for things that they were experiencing were really heartbreaking. 84% of them have experienced violence.
84?
84.
84%?
Yeah. 56% of them experienced sexual violence and sexual assault.
Wow.
And 90% of them experienced violence at the hands of a non-tribal member, meaning someone that is not on the reservation, so like a U.S. citizen or.
Okay.
90% of them experienced that violence at someone who wasn't part of their tribe.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so the subjugation, the racism, the things that women have dealt with are very prevalent.
So basically, being Native American plus being a woman equals everything you just told me.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about that.
I was
Oh,
feeling the
Annie,
exact
don't
same
tear
thing.
up. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. They in the article I was reading about, they took some information from the CDC. So this is like our government's information, and they took their 2010 National Intimate Partner and Sexual Violence Survey. They examined sexual assault, rape, and domestic violence, and over 50% of the people that took this survey, so not the survey that I just mentioned, but the national survey, over 50% of the people that were sexually assaulted, raped, or had been experienced domestic violence were part of tribal. They were identified as tribal members. So 50% of the people in our CDC survey were Native American, ones that were hurt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh no, Annie cries a lot. That's awful.
Okay. This is going to end on a higher note. I know.
Good.
Yeah, this will go back to being optimistic.
Like, I'm already aware of some of I already have a lot of numbers in my head. I'm already aware of what a lot of women on different levels face, but I did not realize that it was that high.
Yeah.
For Native American women.
For Native American women, the survey that I read, their statistic was that Native American women.
I didn't know that.
Annie
learns a lot.
Annie learns a lot.
Wow.
For Native American women, they are 2.5 more times likely to experience sexual assault than any other ethnic group. So out of any group that we talk about, that we're talking about intersectionality, any other group, Native American women are 2.5 more times likely. So it's crazy how high that is, and how it's not really talked about. I feel like
I feel blindsided. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a really big topic right now, in the news and things of women being assaulted. And then I
haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, I had to find this after going through like a database and going through researching.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, Melissa. You're teaching me a lot right now. Wow. What else do we got?
I'm sorry because of the content.
No, you know what? Here's the thing. It's never easy to talk about stuff like this. Ever. There's no way to make it easy. But like knowing what's going on, knowing's half the battle, y'all.
Yeah.
And it really does. Me knowing what's going on is going to make me a better person. Even if there's not a lot I can do, it's going to change my attitude.
Yeah. No,
and
definitely.
like I didn't know this, and like I said, I don't know that there's anything I can do, but my knowledge of it is going to make me treat others differently and think. And when certain topics come up, my perspective of it because of this information will be more informed.
Yeah, definitely.
So, craziness.
That's dope. Bad fish? Is that it?
The hardest topics are the most important to talk about and spread awareness. Truth. So, keep learning me.
Yeah. So, with dealing with this, with that, women, women are more often the victims of sexual assault, and Native American women are the most you know, the most likely to be assaulted. Back in 1994, former President Bill Clinton enacted a bill called the Violence Against Women Act, and he basically gave $1.6 billion to investigate cases of assault on women, anything that had to deal with investigations, the cases that were going on, restraining orders, things like that, and it was all for just violent acts that were done against women. Okay. But they did not include Native American women until it was revised in 2013. So,
like just a few years ago,
yes.
2013? Wait, are you sure that's on this Earth? Or like
yes.
Earth 2? That's
so
on this Earth?
Earlier you had said we were talking about those American Indian boarding
we don't
schools.
Even know. Yeah.
Yeah, and you were like, that didn't end in the 70s? Like, I thought this was more modern. Well, things didn't even include a whole group of people until 2013.
2013.
But it's also, so that did get enacted. But the thing is that with reservations, they're kind of their own society. They don't work necessarily with the exact same laws that we do. So many women, they were not the ones that are like assaulted or things like that. They said that 90% of them, it happens at the hands of someone who's non-tribal member.
Reservation.
And if someone is not on the reservation, they can't prosecute them because of their laws. So the women who were assaulted, if it was by someone, yeah, if they were assaulted someone who's not a tribal member, they can't prosecute them because they run under different laws. But under this act, with the Violence Against Women Act, it kind of helped, but not really. The only thing that it'll affect in their, you know, civil courts is if it's dealing with a domestic case. So the only way you can prosecute someone who's a non-tribal member is if you're married to them. So if you're a Native American woman and you married like a white man or an African American man who's, you know, identifies as a U.S. citizen, and they hurt you in your marriage, however they abuse you, you can prosecute them. But if it's a stranger and they hurt you, you can't prosecute them in your tribal laws. What they could do is they could go to and prosecute in our court system. However, there's a lot of backlash. Even if you're not a Native American female, there's a lot of stuff you're going to have to go through if you're trying to prosecute someone. You're going to have to prove, you know, that you were hurt. All the BS basically that comes along with it.
That goes along with proving I got hurt.
But now you're going to have the added issues of being Native American, like the ones I talked about earlier.
Yeah, the intersectionality point of it, right?
Yeah,
not
you're
only
going to have to deal with
this, but you're also
yeah,
Native American.
You're going to have to deal with being a woman trying to prove that someone hurt you, but you're also going to have to deal with prejudice and racism for being Native American.
All those fun little micro things too, and it's all those. I think a lot of times people don't even realize that they're doing it to another person.
It's sometimes it's so like taught to people and so internal.
Well,
they don't
normalized.
Even normalized. Yeah.
So why would you even think that you're hurting them?
Yeah. So many women they won't prosecute their attackers because of it's outside their jurisdiction, and because of if they do go do that, they're going to be facing a lot of backlash basically for trying to do that. And even for the ones that were in the domestic abuse, the ones that the Violence Against Women Act does cover, many of them still won't prosecute against their husbands for different reasons of there's a threat of destitution, with the difference of like in our society of like job opportunities, and because of racism, if they're married to, you know, like a white male, he's probably going to have better opportunities of jobs and income than she is. So if they're married to a white male and he's the main provider, if they prosecute him and he leaves the picture, are they going to become destitute? Because they can't, on reservations, a lot of them are very, very poor, and there's not a lot of opportunities for people to get jobs, to do things. And then in our society, there's a lot of racial discrimination that happens. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation. So if she prosecutes, you know, is her income going to leave, basically? And they don't want to do that. But the other
oh, and that's awful too, if you know that once upon a time women didn't depend on a man for nothing.
Yeah.
That's
It's
heartbreaking.
yeah.
So
that
we've
in
gone
their
from
history,
Miss Independent to
this. It's very sad, and it's not even like a, oh, I'm gonna marry this guy because he has money. It's a, I don't have a big option.
Which is, yeah, that's a lot. I think a lot of girls do that. I think a lot of people do that.
People do that.
Men and women.
There was a book we read in our class called Bad Indians, a Tribal Memoir. I highly recommend this book. Out of all the books we read, I had rented them because I'm a broke college student and I can't afford textbooks. But I'm gonna go and buy this book when I bring it back. I'm gonna ask if I can buy, because it was that good and I feel like I need it in my life for the rest of my life. It's a very
I love a good book like that.
It's good, but not in like a, oh, this is a good story. It's very heartbreaking. It was written by a woman named Deborah Miranda, and the first half of the book, she's talking about her life, but she's also talking about the history of Spanish missions that were built in America. And again, with the learning about history and not being told everything, she talks about a lot of the abuse and violence and just bad things that happened to the Native Americans that were working in these missions. And she also, provides evidence for everything that she's saying. She's not saying this as a, I'm making this up history to make it sound.
I think happened.
Yeah.
It's what I think. She's like, nah, this is what I actually found.
No, yeah, she has pictures in it of the things that she's talking about. She has testimonies from the Spanish priests who were talking about the things that they did, and she has newspaper articles in this book, all talking about everything that she's. So
she did her research.
She's solid on this. So she's talking about that, but she also talks about her personal life, and it's very sad. Just things that she grew up on a reservation. Her mom was white, and her dad was Native American, and her mom was was on drugs and alcohol. Her dad was doing the same, but he ended up getting locked up in San Quentin for 8 years.
Oh, that's a fun place to go.
Yeah, very, very serious stuff. But yeah, so she had a hard life. She was sexually assaulted when she was a very young kid, and it was kind of affected the rest of her life. And her dad comes back, after being out of jail, and he has I think 5 other kids from different women, and she meets her little brother, and he ends up becoming just the main center of her life, and she's like, I'm gonna love this kid, and I don't want him to go through things that I went through. So she kind of helps him along with avoiding abuse from her parents and things like that. And when she's a teenager, she ends up leaving her reservation because she marries a white man. She ends up having an affair with one of her teachers who was a white guy, and she marries him so she can get off the reservation. So we were talking about earlier that some women are forced into a position not because they want to,
they don't necessarily want to, but if it's a way out.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people do that. They do view relationships as a way out.
Yeah.
Be nice if could figure out a way around that, everybody.
It would be great.
Really, really nice if people didn't feel like they had to. Hook up for love, y'all.
Yeah. But yeah, she that was her way out of, she lived in a trailer her whole life, and she had no
respect.
other. Yeah, she went through.
That's not disrespect I'm throwing. I fully understand it. It just
everything in that book is great, by the way. You should totally read that book and find out more about her.
I'll read it when you're done with it, or if you find out if you get to keep it. Or I'll just download it myself.
But yeah, you also could talk straight to her if you want, if anyone is interested. She has a website called badindians.org.com, and you can email her about it.
Oh, cool.
And so she would have great insight.
So she's down to just talk about it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love people that are just down to talk about things.
Yeah, no, it's
Instead
pretty
of
dope.
argue or yell.
Yeah.
Teach me.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically everything that I had on it. In the end of everything, there are groups of people who are trying to, you know, spread awareness about this topic and fight things. There's a group called the Save Wayabi Project. I believe I pronounced that right. Wayabi Project, and Wayabi means women in the language that they're using. Wayabi. Wayabi. Yes. And it's a social media group campaign, and it's basically assisting in the Violence Against Women Act. They're trying to change it so that it adds more protection for the Native American women who are, because they're only protected if they're in a domestic, if it's a domestic issue.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's crazy. So I feel like you've laid so much on me, Melissa.
Sorry.
So tell me, after all of this, what is your takeaway, and where do you think things are going?
My takeaway from all of this is that there's a lot of stuff that we don't know that's out there. I don't think just with like Native Americans, but with everything. I feel like in society we have a very streamlined thing of education. We're going to get taught this form, and it's not necessarily they're lying about, you know, education, but I think there's a lot of stuff that's left out, whether that's because it's for whatever reason it's left out. My takeaway is I need to go and learn as much as I can about this. And for this specific topic, I feel like just raising awareness, I really want to do that, but also joining groups like the Save Wayabi Project and getting involved in things like that to help others in any way I can. I really want to do that.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you for teaching me.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah. Yeah, I love you, Swister.
I love you too.
Love you. That's right, knowledge is power. That's right, Badfish. Well, man, after all that, you want to, like, recover by playing a video game with me?
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's do it. You guys want to play some Lego?
Face the hard stuff. And
we did. We got through it, you guys. Annie learned a lot. Annie got smacked in the face with knowledge. It hurt a little bit. Melissa freaking rules. She does. I love you back, Badfish.
Aw, thank you. So sweet.
But yeah, I think we're gonna play some Lego.
I've never played a Lego game before. This will be like my first.
You've never played a Lego game?
Lego experience.
You've never played a Lego game?
I don't think I have.
Well, you're gonna want that controller.
Does it stay hooked up?
Yeah, because it needs to. Thank you, Wise Owl. Thank you, Badfish. I gotta turn the sound back on for the video game.
Yep, that's what
yeah.
I was going to remind
Now, is the
you
game already up?
Yeah.
Okay.
You and Mixer in the middle there, just in the Mixer.
Yep.
Let's do this.
You want to move it up to the top? Yeah, just plug that in. And where it says desktop, unmute.
Unmuted.
And now when you bring the game up, everybody should have sound.
Alright, let's see if the game comes up. Use that analytical argument skills when you graduate. That's the main skill English majors have, Melissa.
Truth. I wanted to go into... Where's this microphone? I wanted to go into law school and be able to do really good arguments, which is why I chose being an English major.
She might be a lawyer someday. She's thinking about that one.
She's just got to talk louder in court, or the judge will be like,
shut up, Jay. No one asked for your opinion.
Miss Edwards.
I said that I object.
Left. There we go.
I object.
They have an R and an L on them that will help you.
That's nice.
But they're kind of weird.
They are. Is this malleable?
Oh wait, first I should change the screen, huh? I didn't do that, I don't think. Come back, OBS. Come back. Come back. There we go. Come back. This might help everybody.
What are these, Jay? Just be normal. Why don't you have
normal?
Well, I didn't know they'd be weird like that either.
Okay.
That's also why I asked you if had Annie. Hey, tell Melissa to bring some headphones. I thought there would be this issue. I was trying to help you.
Wiseowl says, law school is great. You should do it. He had fun in his one.
1 month of it.
Fun in your 1 month of it. Good job, Wise Owl.
Laughed so hard, my headphones went off.
All right, let's see. Let's. I gotta do the control settings.
No, Annie, it's working. No,
What?
it was ready for you already.
But when I pressed it, nothing happened. That's fine.
Maybe, but you gotta just go ahead and go to change your button. Because you gotta do both of them now.
Alright.
Now, okay, alright, now.
Fine.
Now.
There we go. Ta-da! I can do things! Let's see. Okay. So, I'm relatively far in here. We can either complete a level together, or we can do some free play. It's totally up to you. Are those working out okay for your ears?
Does it look weird? It feels weird.
Is it even in your ear?
I don't know. I don't know. What is life?
I don't know. Jay got new headphones. I don't know what's happening.
One headphone's fine. Yeah, this one feels fine. Let's do it. Let's just roll with it.
Yeah, this isn't a game where you really have to listen left to right, so it's
Okay.
fine. If you were playing like PUBG,
where you gotta listen
you
to
would
everyone
need-
creeping up on you.
yeah.
That's cute. It's a cute little world. Oh, Lego. I was like, it looks like Minecraft, like blocks.
It's Lego. It's
Yeah.
Lego.
I forgot what we were playing for a minute. Naughty. Distracted with those headphones.
Wise Owl says, listen before speaking is the key to success.
Yeesh. That thing's a lot uglier than I remember.
Well, it's a big floating skull. It was never gonna be winning any beauty pageants.
Hurry up, you guys! I want to meet the talking dog.
Please to be hurrying to Gizmo so that show can be played to the road.
Family issues, Wise Owl. I'm sorry. Family issues suck. Huh, Melissa?
They do.
We know all about sucky family
We
situations.
put the fun in dysfunctional.
We do put our family puts the fun in dysfunctional. We come from a huge family. Is it not working for you?
Oh, wait,
there we go. Hey! Look at us. There's 7 kids in our family. All right, which one am I? Oh, I think.
Did I just?
You want to trade? I think I'm on the left and you're on the right. Is that messing you up at all?
No, I'm down.
All right.
I'll roll with it.
So
How do I jump?
that would be A. Wait, you rock PlayStation a lot? X. Put your thumb on X.
But I stayed up in the air.
What am I in for today?
Oh yeah, because you can fly as Iron Man. Let's see it. I'm gonna come find you.
You're right there. Look at me, Andrea.
Oh wait, I'm
Annie.
I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go. We're gonna go.
There we go.
We're gonna go towards this
your help.
this arrow here. Okay. We're just gonna do it. You are Iron Man, and I am Peter Quill. Did you see the trailer for the new Avengers movie, Infinity War, today? I've
it
watched
good?
it 4 times.
Dedication.
It looks so
Was it
good.
good?
Also, I really like those films, you know?
Yeah. I wish you could just stay at one point.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm like, sorry you guys if you're feeling motion sickness from me bouncing around so much.
How's that?
I'm excited to go in here.
Welcome, comrades. Space
Look
time
at that
continuum
dog.
has been bumpy ride. Critical equipment for operation slightly damaged on journey. Please to be excusing mess.
Slightly.
Okay, Cosmo.
I'd hate to see severely.
Talking dog. This has made the whole Kang thing totally worth it.
That's
Since
Spider-Man.
Avengers are here,
Spider-Man?
perhaps a
Does he
little
do whatever a Spider-Man can?
Equipment on Fritz is no good for taking down Kang's defenses.
Wait, what am I even doing right now?
I don't know. Where'd you go?
Oh, I can't. I guess I went out.
think I
All right,
just
here we
fell.
go.
What am I
did.
in
just
for
fell out of the
today?
skull.
Wait.
How do I get out? How do I stop? Here we we go.
Oh, hey. I see. Wait, who is who? I'm Iron Man. Yeah, Melissa is Iron Man and I am Peter. Peter Quill.
What just happened?
What did just happen? Oh, there we go. Cartographer. Activate the map point in every area. Why'd you go away like that? No, not you. It's telling me to go this way. We have to... I don't understand! Where do I gotta go?
Is there gonna be an indicator, like that white circle? That way?
We're supposed to follow these,
those little things?
Yeah, but it keeps spitting us out back in.
Maybe we just went. Oh, cool. Maybe we need to go around the school. Maybe we're not supposed to be.
Well, no, we're supposed to follow these those little blue coins that went into here. Maybe we're both. Maybe one of us is supposed to be on one side and one of us is supposed to be on the other.
All right, I'll chill with Spidey. You go back.
Okay. Okay, so I'm in nowhere. And the arrow has gone away from me.
That is it. Way Cosmo sees, if nothing bad happening from rubble not being where it's supposed to be, then rubble probably not needed in the first place.
L1?
Yeah.
This guy.
Wait, what?
Oh no, it's telling you left joystick, press down. Activate map points to reveal the location of different activities in the area on your map and unlock the ability to fast travel. Okay.
Hi, kitty cat.
Hi, kitten.
So that didn't help, basically. Spider-Man!
What did I just do to myself? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back. Let's do... nope.
I'm with the dog again.
I am... Come on, there we go. Let's see, what are we supposed to do?
Supposed to activate map points? What does that mean?
Oh, activation. Not it. I already got that.
Is this it?
What's that?
This thing?
No.
Oh, I thought that was an indicator. It's just my little glowing stuff. Just kittens.
Oh, wait. I think I know. You go back to the other place. You go back now.
Okay.
You go back, Melissa. You love how much time these guys spend making everything look like it's actually made from Lego. I know. It's pretty awesome. I think this might be something only Tony Stark can do. Oh no, I'm wrong. Look at me be wrong. Why? Why? Why?
Well, isn't there an arrow in here that says on the other side?
Oh, I'm confused. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? See, I got a bomb here. I got a bomb here. Oh, let's see here.
Hey, you do things.
Yeah, you can explode things and. All right, Spider-Man, come here. You be Spider-Man. There we go.
Wait, I can't use this? My
Oh,
legendary
sorry, dog. Oh, I
spider
didn't mean to
luck
do that. I'm pretty
strikes
sure.
again.
You totally meant to do that.
I didn't. I'm just
You're
practicing
abusive
control.
towards animals.
They're pretty useful too.
Alright, there we go. We're building things, we're learning.
What you keep in your emergency supplies box?
Comrade Quill is frequent visitor to
Quill.
nowhere. Best to being prepared
And
for his
I'm
visits.
gonna implode
I'm right
things.
here.
Why am I Spider-Man?
What's that?
I'm Spider-Man now.
Because you switched
Looks
places.
like equipment could be doing with tuna.
Hint, hint, right? How did you get this far when you can't even fix up your own
Oh, I think this is you, Spider-Man.
Mostly through
Oh
the
wait, no,
tail
it's Iron
waggings
Man.
and tongue rollings and gullible super persons.
Oh yeah, you got it. You're doing it. You're doing the thing. You're doing the thing. Good job, Melissa. Good job, Melissa. I always mix up when it tells me to hit X because I always hit PlayStation X
Well,
instead
that's
of
what I was doing.
Xbox X.
Now we are cooking with the gas. Cosmo will press go button.
I say
once
yes.
comrades
Let
are
us continue the
prepared.
story.
This is fun.
I love the Lego
I really
game.
like it.
Each character can do different things
got
too,
good
so
news
sometimes
for
you have to cycle through and figure out what character you need
who
to
knows
use.
where
you
we're
gotta do
successful. Admittedly, Kang got wind of the
That's
plan
J.
at the
Jonah
last minute
Jameson.
and tried to send a different
Spider-Man.
head-shaped planet through the
The guy that
portal.
works with the
But that
newspaper.
didn't deter the
That's
heroes.
the one.
And the Lego newspapers.
Despite certain
Yes.
naysayers around here, the good guys have found there was a use for nowhere. Finally, we can get rid of this bozo.
Can we get rid of this
could be
bozo?
it.
Can
I
we?
can't believe I'm saying this. After all the mistakes they've made, but good luck, heroes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Warfare on this scale fills one with such a thrill of the senses. Wouldn't you agree, Ravonna? Ah, no matter. She couldn't possibly
Like a vacuum,
comprehend
you know?
the delicate
So cute.
intricacies of my master plan. As for the heroes, let them come.
Thanks, Captain Marvel.
Oh
We're good to go here.
Cosmo fired the EMP.
Oh my god, that dog is so cute. And it's a Lego.
That's a real Lego, real Marvel superhero too. That's Cosmo.
Yeah.
Space.
Okay, shields are down, Carol.
Where does
Nova
Melissa
Squadron,
go to school?
light it
Melissa,
up.
where do you go to school?
Cal State.
Cal State. She goes Cal State. Is it in another name transition? Is it Hayward or East Bay?
It's East Bay.
It's East Bay. When I was a kid, it was Hayward. It was Cal State Hayward, but they just had to be all cute
the whole squadron.
Cal State East Bay.
and be like, hey,
Yeah,
the
we
rest of the
saw
world doesn't
everything.
know what Hayward
Kang must
is.
have
Let's be
teleported it in
East
from
Bay.
outside of Chronopolis. I'm taking my team to intercept now.
Okay.
It does make it a lot more
Okay, Quill, we're coming.
I just think it's weird that, like, I didn't go there, but I was there a lot. Different things,
So where's the
but never as Cal State
We
East
made
Bay. I
one.
went to Cal State Hayward. None of my friends went to Cal State East Bay. They all went to Cal State
All
Hayward.
right, guys, we're in. Let's head to the main bridge.
Got it.
What have we here?
What
Some
do we have here? It always
Avengers
like
trying to stop
glitches
my
at the beginning of every
inevitable
scene. But then it goes like this.
How
I don't know who I
utterly
am.
amusing.
Fighting.
Well,
Can't have a
basically
world-ending
fighting is
crisis
X
without
and
a few
B.
laughs, right?
You just hit a lot of X, they
We'll
go
see
away.
how
Am I
funny
Spider-Man
it
still?
is when I
You
am
are
through with you.
Spider-Man. And let's see, so you
Having a
can
little
shoot
problem
webs. You
with
see
the
these
door, are
see
we?
these guys up here?
How pathetic.
If you hold down X, you can target them with your webs and pull on them.
Wait, what?
You're Spider-Man, right?
Now I am.
Oh, okay. Target these guys. You can also, yeah, there you go. And just smash Y. Or whatever it tells you to smash.
Whoa. What was that?
You leave Melissa alone, little guy with the sword. Alright, now we can build that. You want to build it?
Oh, I see where we're going with this.
Yeah, you gotta build the Lego thing. Yeah, you don't die in this game, you just break it apart. Oh, it's a
I
mini
bet
kit.
someone pay a
Yay.
high price for this.
Alright, let's see. Iron Man, I need you. I need you! Are you Iron Man? Okay, so you need to,
Oh, fire her.
yes, you need to, see this gold thing here?
Yeah.
You have laser beam. It's either B or S.
Yeah. Nailed
Oh, you already got it. Good job. Good job, Melissa. Now we gotta build. Yeah.
Go team, go.
And now that's for me. That's for my little bomb. It's like a gravity bomb. I call it a gravity bomb. Speaking of college. Well, now what? Now what? Now what?
Start moving up to things, yeah, and a little thingy will show up.
What's that?
You just, when you move up to things, like a letter will show up, tells you what to do.
Basically. Lego's really cool because it's really self-explanatory. How you doing, Aerobic? Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm playing some Legos with my little sister, Melissa.
Oh, I figured it out.
Good job. You done did it.
You stand there.
I'm very impatient. I never just stand there.
Here we go?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Okay, now where are we?
And what's that King robot doing with that generator?
What is he doing? What's doing, buddy? What's doing?
That's a neat trick.
That monorail tube is our ticket to the bridge. But we need to get past our glowing friends if we want to use it.
Alright. I'm just gonna blast her. Blast. Blast. What's that?
What are we supposed to be blasting?
I don't even know. We gotta find the things and then get the things.
Do that.
And then. Ooh. That's shiny. Oh, but none of us are Miss Marvel.
Don't you love it when people make time for each other?
Yeah, King might act all mean and tough, but
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang. No, fire hurts. No, fire. Yeah, she's got a shield down. How do you throw it in? I need to do it. Certain types of enemies wear protective armor that requires special skills to destroy. I've gathered that. Which one of us has the suit that can...
Oh, I'm a different character. I didn't realize. And now I'm
Oh yeah, turn back into a Spider-Man. I think it's Y. Hold down Y. Or maybe it's B. It's one of the buttons. You hold it down and it'll turn you back.
I want to tag out. You be him now.
Okay.
How do you attack? Y?
Oh. Y and B. Or Y and X. X and B! Oh, Man. Don't ask me questions. Oh, no, wrong button. Second button. Okay. Turn back. Why is turning back, buddy? Oops. Take it easy, wise owl. Why can't I turn back into Spider-Man? I can throw newspapers. Hey. Watch me throw my newspapers! Ah! Now it's Spider-Man. Why can't you do it, Peter? Why? Oh, that was cool.
What just happened?
I pressed Y and I guess we had a buddy move.
Oh, now you made me into Peter Parker though.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Hold on, maybe press down A. Nope. B.
If you press Y, you'll switch to somebody else and I'll take him back. Up. Hang on. There you go. Press Y. No, I'll press Y. Hang on. Okay. Now, put it into... You just like, I'm gonna throw... Huh. How do I get second Spider-Man? I don't want to take a selfie. Oops. I guess I did. Let's see if we can get together.
Are we supposed to figure out how to get rid of the little shieldy shields?
Yeah, I'm trying to learn to rid them of their shieldish powers. Throw a newspaper at you. Throw another newspaper at you. Yeah, we got that. Why won't you turn back in Spider-Man? It's fine, I'm here. Who's left?
This guy.
Come on! Come on! We will do it! We will get you all! Gotta be something I'm not seeing. Take a selfie together. I would much rather learn how to be Spider-Man again.
Wow.
We could. Are you Peter Parker right now?
I'm
Alright, I'll be Peter Parker. Come here, Star-Lord.
hold on, let me get down to your level.
Alright.
In the non-me way.
Yes, sir. Lower yourself to my level.
There you are. Hi,
Alright,
buddy.
how did I do that earlier? Here we go. There you go, get behind me. Ready? Ready, here we go. And smile! Oop. Well, that wasn't any good. Let's try this one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I think that's the one. Wait, up. Peter, you gotta stand still. Peter. Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter, put your gun down. That's the best. That's as best. As good as we're gonna get. As good as we're going to get. Me on talking too fast. Meanwhile, so yeah, okay, I get that. Because it's telling us that we need to do something to, yeah, I'm not sure. Does that work? Oh, if I hold, I'm Iron Man, so I have a laser thing. But I don't know if that's gonna work.
Ooh,
Best
no,
selfie as
oh, no, I didn't. That's just me getting caught in it.
Yeah. Yeah, caught in the I don't think we're both not doing anything to each other right now. But it looks cool. Now.
Chasing me, Annie. Stop. You're gonna have to go, Melissa.
Sweetheart. Sorry.
Oh, what's this?
Can you get in there?
Oh, no, I cannot. That was a little bit of hope that was being taken away.
You know what? Do you need Peter's bomb? Are you still Peter Quill? Alright, I just dropped Iron Man. So be Iron Man so I can get Peter. I'm going to launch a big bomb. My gravity bomb.
Not exactly my kind of thing.
No.
Anyone else want to give it a shot?
This one's a little difficult.
Oh man,
I really don't know what I'm
more
supposed to
trouble
do right now.
incoming.
But I also think part of that might be the fact that I can't get
Well, either the situation is worse or I am. I can't believe that.
bang, 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 boom, boom. Neither of us is Captain America, so I can't touch any of that. Ouch! Let me go. Let me go. Oh, what's happening? What do I got here? Am I figuring something out?
Look at you go, bro. This?
Nope. I need to be Captain America. This is for free play. Alright, let's try it again. Oh, whoops, did you become Peter?
Yeah. Did you want Peter?
No.
Camera, micro.
You can switch over to Peter now. Good. Or you can figure out how to be Spider-Man. I don't know why it's why won't it do it?
This guy has filters on the
I
camera.
just figured it out. Oh, I'm an idiot. Alright, it was so obvious. Ow.
No way. I'll take a picture of you.
Oh, I'm not stuck now.
Oh, it's me. Why am I?
Oh, how did that even happen?
I don't know.
Alright, let's try to play.
Okay, go.
I'm doing that. I'm literally doing it right now.
It's so late.
It's like, you will not do this. What's up, Gypsy? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, got it. Thanks.
There are no more bad guys. They were like, yo, these people just need a break.
I mean, they
Just
come back
figure it out.
periodically. They'll respawn. There we go. Alright.
Would you
Yay.
look at that?
I can do things, everybody. Me. I can do things. How lovely for me. Alright.
What is
Oh, it's telling me if I was using marvelous. That's what I said.
Oh, that guy has a... Why is that even allowed? Oh, we need a... Oh,
that just means that's who you are. You can't see you right now.
Oh. Does this mean we need Peter Parker right
that
here?
That means that you need Peter Parker in there. But how do we get in there?
Is there another wall that has...
That's what I'm wondering, if there's like a secret way in. Oh, up, guy. You dead, guy? Ooh. You're the dead big guy. Oh, do you need something?
Press the button.
Hey, way to find a button. Damn it.
That's my reward.
I'm like, where is she? Where'd she go? Where's she at?
Yo, did I pick a nut?
I was like, gonna fight Lisa.
I don't like the bottom level.
I didn't even realize we were so little. So how did you get... Oh, wait.
Monster's left. And I'm dying because I'm looking at your screen instead of mine.
Oh, I see where you are.
I can't tell the speed to fight this guy. I can't even... Oh, no, I'm
Oh, I see why they all have gold. Okay. But only I can get them to a point where you can shoot them. But then they're all still go after. Burn off their little gold vest. bad guys, you know. I'm not really killing them. I'm a Lego, so I'm disassembling them. God, why won't you go back? He seems a little bit glitchy, doesn't he? Still?
Yeah.
What more must I do? Oh, never mind. I guess I didn't need to read the thing. No. What does it want from me? What does it want from me?
Will it go away once you're finished, or will it just stay there?
Yeah, you It showed this guy. It made a point of showing us this guy. Yeah, I did. I totally did. Puzzle is strong. That's kind of good. Not over here.
Alright. I don't know what that direction means. But they come out.
Alright, so you want to shoot B at the, these guys right here. Kill them. You gotta point your lasers in there. That's that. I figured if this is doing something that... Watch this guy doing it all for us. Yay. Okay. The guy that's been switching over,
oh, what's that?
That's for Iron Man.
What's that guy?
That's Miss Marvel.
Oh.
She's gonna be for free play only. Like right on the story mode. Thank you so much, Bad Bitch. I appreciate you stopping by. We need more Melissa. I'm always down for more Melissa. I love my little sister. Oh, little peanut.
Little peanut. It happened.
Back when she was a little girl and much shorter than me, I called her little peanut. Now she's much taller than me. Alright, we're gonna figure this out.
One day.
Take it easy, Bad Bitch, and have a good night.
Bad bitch.
Thanks for listening. I feel so dumb right now. Why can't I figure this out? Sweetie, Iron Man. Huh?
Okay. You go.
Thank you. Maybe we just have to kill a lot of these guys. Like I'm gonna bomb it all. Gravity bomb. I'm gonna push it again, but the bad guy's just gonna come back. That's what it's doing. It's like opening the door. Oh, what does this B? It says B what? He keeps getting stuck right here, this guy. Aw, thanks, Bad Fish. He loves the knowledge you dropped today.
Oh, thanks so much.
Melissa dropping her knowledge. Yeah, thank you.
It'd be great if someone could share how to beat this level.
Yeah, I want to go back to Peter Parker. I'm gonna try to. Why can't you be Spider-Man? There we go. Why weren't you doing that earlier? That's all I've wanted the whole game.
Or I am. I choose to believe the former.
Figure some stuff out. B. There we go.
Look at that. Peter.
Finally.
It was you all along.
Yeah, of course it was.
How did you fix it?
I held down Y like I kept saying I needed to do. Alright, Peter, wait, I got him.
Oh my god.
It wasn't working. I kept holding down Y and it wasn't happening. And I was like, well, maybe he can't be Spider-Man in this level. Alright, things have been done. I step on you. Yay! Things! Happening things!
Lego thing. Wait, how did you get there?
I stepped on the button.
Oh, and it like transported you.
Yes.
Should I step on there
Can I
too?
do this? Yeah, you should because...
This looks promising. Maybe we can hack into
Oh wait, I
Mr.
guess
Blue Guy's system
it's
from
actually
here.
Spider-Man.
They tripped walking up to it.
That's what it said. It could be Iron Man though. Alright, what's gonna happen here? Let's try this.
Spider-Man.
Fix it, Tony Stark!
Are you playing it?
Yeah, it's doing things. But it looks like, oh, here I go. What are you doing, Miss Camo? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. We're playing some Lego here. I'm hanging out with my baby sister, Melissa. She taught me some stuff that she's learning in school, and now we're playing some Lego. Did I do it all?
Yeah. And it opened up that thing downstairs.
Okay. I wonder if there's anything else I was supposed to open.
Ah!
Come on, Iron Man. Do it.
I think somebody else needs to be here and do this thing.
Oh, okay. I'll kill him. I got him. I exploded him.
Where is it? Oh, here it is.
Oh, that's over.
This is where we
Wait,
went?
how did you get down there?
Magic.
I'll
wizard,
say
Annie.
You are. Oh, there
Over on
it
the
is.
right.
Like she is a wizard. She's a wizard, Hattie. All right, so we're gonna have to push something. I think this guy. That's usually my strategy. I mean, this stuff is all just scattered, so it's gonna have to be built into something.
Is this doing thing?
Yeah, you should be able to put something there. Cool. Found it. She done did it. And now we gotta push this guy.
Yay! Look what we created!
I know, together, you and me.
Together.
We did it! Alright, so now I think we gotta push him where now? But like, which goes to what? Oh, this doesn't even move.
Which one goes to what?
Oh, wait, I guess I can't push you. I guess just this. Oh, I can't push you. What am I supposed to do here?
Why does it say B?
Press B. Hold it down.
Well, that
do anything.
helped a lot. Thanks, Spidey. Did that do this?
But maybe something that Spider-Man's supposed to do here? No, because something would pop up. Maybe Peter will. Peter? Oh, you're still down here? Peter, what the hell?
Let's go, bro. Go with the program.
Don't kick me! Don't kick me! It's fine. Okay, Mr. Quill. What we gotta do here?
Does this mean I need to do something?
What?
If it... Oh.
It's just telling us who we are. I feel like maybe there is something left. I'm gonna go back to that room.
Look at, I did it!
Way to go, Melissa. Way to go, Melissa! Alright, let's see here. Don't you laugh? Oh, what you watching?
You tilted it! Maybe you gotta tilt it this way. Yeah, tilt it. Tilt it again. Tilt it that direction.
I think it only goes right and left, though.
Oh. Well, then maybe we need to move that guy over there so it tilts that way. Does that make sense? Maybe we need to press that red button.
We're just going to be bamfed together. What's so funny, Jay?
I'm watching Elseworlds Exchange from Comic Pop.
Oh, yeah?
Sal and Joel.
Yeah.
They're talking about the Infinity Wars trailer. The funny part is where Joel is sitting, where his webcam's set up and everything, things start falling off the wall behind him, and he hasn't noticed yet. But like where his comic book, solid comic books on the wall,
It starts falling. Oh my god, I love Joel. I love Comic Pop. Cape Joel, by the way, everybody. Cape Joel's coming to hang out with us on Saturday. He is our streamer of the week. He's a comic book aficionado. So come by, hang out with us. We're going to play some games and talk comic talk. It'll be awesome. Did we do anything up here? Blow it up. I bloated it up.
Yes! Their shields are
You
down.
bloated it up?
I bloated it up. Now we got this door Ta-da! Ta-da, says I. Dope. You keep reminding me of that.
Where am I? Oh. Are we supposed to leave?
Spider-Man, you're Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Come down here and handle these guys. Not the enemies, but you gotta. Yeah.
We'll be able to deal with this kind of thing.
Yeah, now we're in business.
Woot woot!
Oh,
We can do things, really. That was.
People still say
Why was that so
right?
hard?
Go, car, go.
There's gotta be something else that's not letting it do anything. What else do I have to do? Just let me go.
Groom, groom.
Wake me up before I go. What else do I have to do? He wants me to get rid of the flamethrower. Idiot. Bang, bang, bang. Alright. I got the flamethrower. Well, what more do you want? Rebel? I feel like I've already done so much.
Right, Spider-Man, go up that way.
I want to let in some more enemies and see if anything happens. The definite.
Is that really what that whole button does? Just
well, no,
lets in
something's
enemies?
happening right here. Like that. There's like a red.
No way.
The nice thing about this game is there really isn't any dying. Automatically respawn. Right where you are. And I've lately been learning that any game is fine. Don't worry about dying so much. As long as you're having fun.
Just jump in there. Get over here.
I did just jump in there.
No, but
nothing
so you gotta
happened.
press Y and jump in. You gotta do a stairway jumping in, Annie.
Wow.
I can't.
I did it.
What do we have to do? Just get in the car.
Why was that so it's usually quite simple.
Hey, the last thing I need is a raging
Oh no,
Hulk.
I'm losing my
Right now,
earphones.
I need your spider senses. And Star-Lord's...
Oh no. Oh no.
Bravo!
Bad. It's so bad.
Bravo! I applaud your fortitude.
Oh, wow. Well,
Your
then we'll be
tactics were
finishing
audacious.
this up. Well, you gotta go, I imagine.
Well, if we can't hurt him, he can't hurt us.
No, but I can plummet this ship into the ground. Now, you must excuse me. I will leave you with a parting gift.
These are really cool.
Meet
Like they're cute.
Korvac.
This game is so much fun.
Doesn't
If you want to
obliterate
come over
your
this weekend and play a bunch of free play with me, feel free. And this is something that Matthew could, you know,
Korvac is one with the
sit
power
here with the
cosmic.
dead controller and pretend to play with.
Okay. Now I wish I had a Hulk.
The evil guy was just...
That is Korvac.
If I had waited like 3 more seconds, I wouldn't have had to ask the question.
But if you hadn't waited,
Oh, is this like a boss?
yeah.
Oh, we gotta do
If you hadn't waited, I wouldn't have known his
You
name.
loathsome beings. I'm going to enjoy my role in your imminent demise.
Do you have time to finish him off?
Yeah.
All right. That
Time to
sounded all
take care
wrong.
of a little business.
What's happening?
I thought that was putting off that
Now might be our only chance.
Oh, I guess he just doesn't want me to fly. We can't fly. There we go. All right. Ow! That hurt me more than it hurt you.
Take my
He will kick
unlimited
you.
power.
He will disintegrate you forward back. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ow, Korvac! Now we got one of the blue dudes showing up for the party. Alright, so now Korvac can't be hurt for the moment. This guy. Okay, you. How do I hurt you? Whoa.
Whoa.
So much just happened right there.
I think we might be able to attack now.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, don't get in the red spot. You need the dude there. Go right now. We can do it together. We can just beat this guy.
You're only delaying your dismal fate.
We already had
Abysmal fate.
Yeah, we already had that. I died like 4 times.
Alright, are the reds red? They only be stopped by Peter? Wait, we got a cowboy in our midst.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. But he was on. I blew them up. That's cool. Whee! Another cowboy. There's another cowboy. Oh, and zombies though. Yeah. So much is happening. I'm just blowing it all up. What's got me?
I don't want to rush anyone, but how much sky do you think we got left? He's almost beaten, but we gotta be running out of time.
Alright, here's more back. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you, kid. Where'd you go, Corvac?
No, but really, where is he?
I think he keeps turning into the bunnies. Or no, there's not. This is what it feels like. So close. Oh, there he is. Ah, don't hit me! Ah! Way off to the right.
I just got killed by a cowboy.
You got killed by a cowboy. That shouldn't have felt too good. Yes. So close. So close. Go to sleep. Mockingbird, if that mockingbird don't sing, I'm gonna buy you a diamond ring. If that diamond ring don't shine, what's Annie gonna buy you then? Nothing, because you want too much. Done. So done. Done now. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go though? Ow! Ow, it burns! It burns! Well, that's right. Every time I try to fly, he's like, no, no, no. Yay!
Yeah!
High five!
Hey, where did he go?
Warning. Impact imminent.
Who knows, but we're leaving
How you
too.
doing, T&Th? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hanging out with Melissa, my baby sister.
Okay, I know Kang just crashed it, but if anyone asks, it was all us.
Oh.
Well, awesome, Sauce. That was a fun level. That was a hard level.
Yeah,
usually there's a whole bunch of scenes to a level, and that was just 2 scenes.
Yeah.
Just difficult.
It took so long to figure stuff out.
Well, I think I feel like there was a glitch there because Peter Parker would not turn into Spider-Man.
And it was the whole Spider-Man during that time that little bad guy kept like going around everywhere.
So you know, whatever. Still super fun. I so suggest this game. If you haven't played it yet, go play it. So fun, so fun. Dope, dope, dope.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this shows you all the, like, we just unlocked a few characters. I'm still going through story mode. I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah.
So I still have a lot of characters to unlock. And in free play, you can be anybody you want to be.
Oh, that's super
which is
cool.
why, like, you saw that chick.
Yeah.
Once you can do free play, you go back, you can play all those levels.
And you can play as the bad guys?
Yeah,
That's
you can play as
super cool.
everybody. So, it's a really fun game. Yeah. It's a really fun game. It'll go through this scene. Oh, and there's Captain Marvel. It'll spit us back out in the town, and it'll be done.
Unveiled opponents worthy to face the mighty Kang. Delightful. It would be a pity if they
Kang the
perished
Conqueror
too
is the big bad guy in this game.
Victory must be savored.
Savored.
I
Thor! Or not Thor, Hulk! Thor! Hulk smash!
Let us be victorious.
Hulk just Lego smashed her.
There's
He
a
Lego
Lego
smashed you in the face!
Lego stuff happening in here too. We should have held
Roger
up our
that,
characters.
boss.
Yes,
That won't be a problem
there is
for
something
me.
happening. Let's
But
see.
you may need to call in some transport for
Let's
this one,
see.
Captain Rogers.
I
Good
hear
point,
you.
Doc.
I
Hey, Watts,
hear you.
you think we could get a...
Way ahead of you.
Kristen, thank you so much for
Thanks.
the subscription.
Then let's
I
end this
appreciate
once and
it.
for all.
You are the awesomest. You are the awesomest. We're actually about to call it quits for the night, though. No! No! But Kristen, we'll be back tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. We're gonna be here playing games. Jay is Thursdays is usually Jay dies a lot, but Annie wants to play some PUBG, so she might be cutting in. And I'm gonna take a break here for maybe an hour or two. I haven't had any dinner yet, but after that, I think Jay will be on, and maybe even me. We shall see. We shall see. So let me see here. Let me change screens so I can say goodbye properly. I like a proper goodbye. You?
Yes, indeed. It's the right thing to do.
Yes.
It's the proper thing to do.
Let's do this. Let's get back. Let's get back to this theme. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for stopping by tonight. Kristen, thank you for the subscription.
Yeah,
Everybody else that
Kristen.
came out tonight, you guys are the awesomest. Real quick, since we have been gone for a few days, I thought I would go ahead and shout out. We had Chappis stop by, Abal, Tudo, Manny, and TJY all subscribed while we've been away. So thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you, Melissa, for stopping by. This was our special star tonight. She came by, she taught me things that she's learning in college.
Good stuff.
It's finals time, so she learned me. I got educated. And yeah, it was a really awesome talk. So anytime you want to come by and teach me more,
cool. Dude.
I
Annie
can
learns
learn
a
through
lot.
you. Yeah, Annie's always down to learn a lot. And yeah, let's do this again.
Yeah,
soon.
for sure.
For everybody else, I'm here every Monday, usually every Monday and Wednesday.
Usually.
The last few days have been difficult, but usually Mondays and Wednesdays, 5 o'clock. Jay will be here tomorrow night. He's also here Tuesdays and Thursdays. There's Jay dies a lot. Fridays and Saturdays, Annie and Jay die a lot. You get both of us. This Saturday, we're hanging out with Kate Joel. Come check him out. He's another streamer. He streams games sometimes, but mostly he talks comic books. So we're going to talk some Justice League, everything that's happening right now. That Marvel trailer, hello. We're going to talk about that. Everything comic books, how he judges it. It's going to be fantastic. And then we're going to play some games. I think we're going to play Injustice 2.
Hey.
So if you guys want to come play some Injustice 2 with us, come by Discord, get to know us. We'll let you know. I think we're going to play it on PS4 this weekend. I think that's what we're going to do. Some PS4 play.
Just leave it. Just leave it.
Anyway, you guys are special. You are the awesomest. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks, everybody.
We'll see you guys tomorrow or whenever you come back by. Thanks again, guys. Later.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And catch us live Monday through Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern for gaming, nerd news, and comics. Follow us on Twitter at NJ Dive for all the latest updates on the channel. Hope you have the awesomest day. Bye.